We're Howard and Caitlin of the New State Nomads. We've been full-time RVing for almost 5 years, and so we are so excited about the new RV GPS features from Roadtrippers.
And today we're going to be sharing 6 tips to help you plan a successful RV road trip.
Here we go. Tip number 1. Pairing your RV with your road trip.
We've traveled now in both a 25-foot Class C motorhome and a 30-foot Class A motorhome, and take it from us, there are big differences even in just that 5 feet of length.
It's true, but it's also about the features of your RV, right? Do you have solar? Do you need hookups at a campground? Will you be able to fit into that gas station? Do you need diesel? Are you towing? If you're towing, maybe you want to consider stopping only at truck stops.
And then are you hoping to camp off-grid in some of those really beautiful boondocking spots, or are you looking to stay in national park campgrounds that have length restrictions? So all of that plays into the type of rig that you have.
So doing a little bit of homework on the front end can really help you plan a great road trip in your RV.
Number 2, make a plan that matches your budget.
Yeah, some of the most expensive items: fuel, camping, food. You can control all 3 though. For example, with camping, back in 2020, we spent over 125 straight days boondocking. That saved us a lot of money and allowed us to splurge on dining out practically all the time if we wanted to.
Yeah, for us, it's really big that we spend our money on good food and activities. So just kind of figure out what's important to you to maximize your budget and your road trip.
So maybe look for free places to stay and activities so that way you can splurge at that RV resort or that water park when you get to your destination. Tip number 3, try and book your campsites as far in advance as possible.
And we know this very well. Some of the really highly coveted state park campgrounds and national park campgrounds book up really quickly. So you need to set calendar reminders for yourself to try and snag some of those reservations, or try and get cancellations if you can, using the many tools that are out there that will scrape those sites for you.
Regardless if it's state, federal, or a private campground, most will list on their website how far in advance you can book and any restrictions regarding cancellations.
And don't be too discouraged if you can't snag that campground you were really hoping for. Especially with national parks, there's often national forest land or BLM land right outside the park. And if your RV is set up for boondocking, that is a great free way to stay.
Tip number 4, plan an RV-friendly route. And this is a lot easier with the RV GPS feature in the new Roadtrippers app. You see, we already use Roadtrippers for planning our road trips, including our camping, activities, even dining. And now having the planning app with your GPS is a game changer.
And so we put it to the test on a recent trip to Saguaro National Park. So I am going to load our trip right here, and we're going to navigate to the Red Hills Visitor Center. So I tap that. I hit navigate, and this brings up a window with the new RV safety feature. So when you click that, you can actually enter the height of your RV. So right now we are traveling in a 12-foot, 1-inch Class A motorhome. It even asks you if you have propane on board, which we do. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle that and hit apply. Brings you back to this window. Next, you want to go into the avoidances screen, and we do not want to take our RV in a boat ferry right now, and we're going to avoid dirt roads. So I hit apply there, and it's really important that right here you have the navigation Roadtrippers default selected, which it is. And then I'm going to select route. It's doing its magic right now. Here we go. If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see it actually gives you 2 separate routes. One's 404 miles, the other is 443 miles from where we are right now. So the good thing about this is that you don't have to worry if this is an RV friendly route or not, because it is. There's no propane restrictions on this route, and you don't have to worry about low tunnels, low clearance, bridges, anything like that. So the 404 mile one looks good to me. I can even preview the steps here. Looks good. We're going to hit go. And then we are on our way to Red Hills Visitor Center at Saguaro National Park. Number 5 is research RV parking in advance. This is really important whether you're running errands in between your stops, like getting gas or groceries, or if you're visiting any attractions along your road trip.
That's true. Like, for example, if it's a gas station and you're towing a vehicle like we are, we can't back up. So it's really important for us to check in advance to see, will we even be able to fit into the gas station?
Have an exit strategy.
Have an exit strategy, absolutely. And the Roadtrippers app definitely comes in handy with that too. See, it has a satellite view, and we used this recently at Niagara Falls. You see over on the Canadian side, it can be a bit of a challenge to try and find RV parking. But if you use the satellite view over here, lo and behold, look at that, all those trucks. See, that was a perfect parking spot for us, and you could look via the satellite view to determine an easy way to get in, and as Caitlin says, have an exit strategy. And tip number 6, Adjust your estimated arrival time, because let's be honest, RVs do not travel as fast as cars.
This is something that as a new RVer you might be like a little shocked about. We would look at our route and be like, oh, this is only 5 hours away, and it ends up taking a lot more than 5 hours. And then sometimes you're a lot more tired when you get to a place because there's a lot more going on when you're driving an RV down the road, right? It's your house.
And so a lot of people have developed different rules. You know, some say it's the 222 rule or the 322 rule. In this case, we're recommending the 300 rule, which means arrive before 3 o'clock and don't travel more than 300 miles. If you follow that, you'll leave early enough and you'll arrive early enough to comfortably be able to set up and not feel stressed out. You could have stopped for a nice lunch.
Run any of those errands you needed to, like stocking up on your groceries, leaving time for gas if you travel with pets like we do, having bathroom breaks for all of them. I think a mistake that we made when we first started RVing was trying to see and do it all very quickly. And part of RV life and traveling by RV is enjoying the journey. So just make sure you take your time, slow down, and set your expectations.
Those are 6 tips, but even though we've been on the road almost 5 years and traveled almost 80,000 miles, we don't know it all. So if you have some suggestions or ideas, drop them in the comments below.
And let us know what you think of the new RV GPS feature inside the Roadtrippers app.
Thanks so much for watching.